Let's do a little spot check. Okay? Where are you at? What's the very first thing that you have to do in order to do this problem? No, first thing I do is you got to put your phones away. That's the very first thing you got to do because your answer's not on your phone. Hate to break it to you. Okay? I want to see a phone. Okay? I want to see a phone. Okay? Oh, it looked like a phone, man. No, exactly. Okay? Alright. Now, what's the very first thing you got to do? Find the slope of what? Of the line that's given, right? Okay? How am I going to find the slope of a given line? To what? Put in y equals mx plus b form? Probably the easiest way. Okay? Is that the only way? No. But it's the easiest way. Okay? I could pick two x's. I could pick two y. Find the other corresponding ones. You know what I mean? Okay? And then go through the, the points, the y, subtract the y's or subtract the x's. Okay? Easiest way, put it in slope intercept form. Alright, so I'm going to say that this is then negative 2y equals negative 3x plus 13. Agree? Subtract 3x from both sides. Then I'm going to divide everything by negative 2. So that gives me y equals positive 3 halves x minus 13 halves. Agree? What is the slope of that line? Okay? 3 halves, right? Okay? So my slope here is 3 halves. Okay? Now, in part A, it said we needed to be parallel, and in part B, it said we needed to be perpendicular. Okay? So parallel slopes are what? The same. Perpendicular slopes are what? Opposite reciprocals. Okay? There's your spot check. Continue. Alright, so part A says I need to be parallel. I need to find the equation of the line parallel to that line. So that means I'm going to have a slope of 3 halves, and I'm going to go through the point 5, 8. Now, I have a point, and I have the slope of the line. What am I going to do to start? Given a point and the slope. We're going to use point slope form, right? The 1, 2, our go-to tool that we said earlier this week and last week. Your go-to tool, the tool that you grab first, is the point slope form, especially when you're given a point and you're given the slope. Okay? You're going to use the point slope form. Okay? So, for those of you that have forgotten already, y minus y sub 1 is equal to m times the quantity x minus x sub 1. Okay? So that's going to be, down a little bit here. So that is going to be, oops, I should go back up just a little bit. There we go. Y minus 8 equals 3 halves times x minus 5. Agree with that so far? What's the first condition of standard form? Because we need to put this in standard form. First condition. First condition. That's the second condition. There are no fractions or decimals. Do I have a fraction in this problem? Yes. Yes. So since we don't want to have fractions in our answer, let's get rid of the fraction right now. So I'm going to multiply this side by 2. If I multiply that side by 2, I have to multiply this side by 2. that's going to give me 2y minus 16 equals, this is going to cancel out the fraction, that's why I'm doing this, 3 times the quantity x minus 5. Now I can distribute again. I could have really distributed that 3 right away if I wanted to. 2y minus 16 is equal to 3x minus 15. No fractions, right? Right? So that's good. We got condition number 1 satisfied. Okay? Next, we got to make sure that x and y are on the same side. So I'm going to subtract 3x. And I'm going to add 16. That's going to give me negative 3x plus 2y equals positive 1. Second condition of standard form is a has to be positive, right? Okay, do I have a positive? Nope, so I got to change all of the signs. So for the answer for letter A, for the first part, is going to be 3x minus 2y equals negative 1. Questions on that? Okay. Should have been enough time for you to do the second one. So the second one now, it's asking for the perpendicular to this line. So what is the slope going to be of the perpendicular? Negative 2/3. Opposite means the positive goes to negative. Reciprocal means the fraction flips over. The point stays 5, 8. Okay. Using point slope form then again, y minus 8 equals negative 2/3 times x minus 5. Again, going into standard form, so I'm going to get rid of my fractions. (3y minus 24) is going to equal negative 2 times the quantity x minus 5. So 3y minus 24 is going to equal negative 2x plus 10. Double move again, so I'm going to add 2x, and I'm going to add 24, and that's going to give me my answer to letter B is 2x plus 3y is equal to 34. From correcting your formatives, okay, just throwing it in any form doesn't work. Okay? You got to read the directions, which I told you from day number 1 in this class. You're going to have to read the directions to see what your answer needs to look like. Okay? Tonight, your homework is going to be a worksheet. Again, I remind you that you have a quiz on Friday covering sections 2.1 to 2.4. Okay? That quiz will be on Friday. We'll have plenty of time even with the shortened mods that are going on this Friday.